Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo banners for the upcoming superhero celebration. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yes, the hype continues and it's well justified because Dokkan has never done what they're doing ever in its almost 8-year history, and that's bring the global and JP versions of the game together during the New Year celebration. And they've never made it a dual legendary Dokkan Festival exclusive banners. And in a sense, they're doing both. That's the reason why I'm doing this video, just to give you guys some expectations, to help you guys understand what we should be getting, and then speculate on what we might be getting when it comes to what the banners look like. So let's first and foremost dive into the legendary Dokkan Festival exclusive banners in general. And know that we should expect 10 featured units on the upcoming banners, because if you look at the history of LR, Dokkan Festival exclusive banners, that's what they have. They have 10 featured units, and it makes it a lot harder to pick up on that main unit. You know, normal Dokkan Festival exclusive banners are 7 featured, and that's what's been the New Year celebration, right? It's just normal Dokkan Festival exclusive banners, but it was going to be dual Dokkan Festival exclusive, but this is going to be dual legendary Dokkan Festival exclusives. So our expectations should be, it was going to be harder to get Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, and we should expect some other LRs on the banners as well. But yes, 10 featured is what we're looking into. Now let's take a look at the history of the New Year celebration. And if you look at the 6-year history, that's pretty much what we've had so far here when it comes to the New Year celebration and what we basically have been expecting. It's been like a super extreme dual Dokkan Festival, and this is why it's surprising for a Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo, you know, given its history here. So you look at 2021 with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu, and then 2020 with Pikkon and Janemba. Probably one of the most surprising New Year celebration, because we're like, what, Dokkan Festival exclusive Pikkon? That's interesting and strange. The Super Saiyan 2 into Super Saiyan 3, and then the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta into Majin Vegeta, that's technically a super unit to start off with, and then it becomes an extreme unit. So I guess they've done 2 super units as well, and that's in 2019. Then all the way back in 2018, this is crazy when you start thinking about Blue Gogeta and Full Power Broly from the Broly movie in 2018. That's crazy. And then 2017 with the newly global EZA, Vegeta Blue and Rose, and then the Raised Trunks and Murzumasu there in 2016. So you got to go all the way back, and this is the history of it. So when you start looking at these here, and then looking at the banners in of itself, right, I think a lot of people were expecting, oh, these banners are going to have 7 featured units, but again, I mentioned before, these are Dokkan Festival exclusives, so you have 10 units on this, not just the 7. But you look at the units that are on these banners. Generally, they've been like Worldwide Download Celebration units, some like Golden Week units. We also have seen past New Year's units as well, also anniversary units back in 2020. But then also notice that not every year we have banner units on top of it either. So 2019 was the last time we had banner units along with the new unit. But in 2020 and 2021, we did not have a new banner unit, just the new featured. So we have to look at it both ways when it comes to these banners here. Are we going to get a banner unit along with this? And being 10 featured units, we might. But let's start off with maybe my first speculation. So my first speculation is, what if they just did the history, all these units here on the banners? Because if you look at this, there's 6 units, 12 in total, right? So 6 units on top on super, and then mostly extreme, 6 there. So that makes a lot of sense to go, okay, well, what if it's like this? What if the banner looks like the history of the New Year celebration as the Dokkan Festival exclusives, and then 4 LRs? Beast Gohan, in this case I put in the Namek Goku, which was the Worldwide Celebration 2 years ago, which that's what you've normally seen. Then you have, of course, one Gohan. I did put Go Bros on here versus, like, if they were to put the the blue Goku and Vegeta, that's a possibility on each. And then, of course, the Piccolo banner will be the counterpart to that. And it should probably have then Full Power Frieza, Cell, and then I did put here the Gogeta here, right? So it's a little different because Go Bros. I'm hoping for an easy A for Go Bros or something of that nature. That's why I'm hoping for Go Bros. And it could happen like this, right? This would be something very simple for them to do in a sense of, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and celebrate this many years of the New Year's celebration, bring everything together, and put all the previous New Year's units on each banner. Makes sense, right? But this is not what I want, right? This could be an expectation. We might see something like this. But what I want is more like this. So let's look at this banner here. And that is a variation of some of the units from previous New Year's, but then also some newer units on the banner. So what I hope to see is I think we're going to get a lot of other Gohans. That's why I have, Tech Ultimate Gohan on here. I would love to have the Gammas on these banners, right? So this would be the Gohan banner. This would be the Piccolo banner here. I would love to see Gamma 1, Gamma 2 on this banner here. And for Global, it's a little bit far-fetched because, Gamma 1, Gamma 2 came out very recently. So did, in a sense, JP, but it had a little bit earlier, right? About what it was like a week earlier. So the idea of that is very, very good, but I don't know if they're gonna actually do it. But that's what I expect. So Gamma 2 being on this one here, and then I think that what they're gonna do is add another 200% leader on here, making the banner a little bit more, a little better, so it doesn't look like these I just mentioned previously. So having the exchange Gohan, which makes sense, right, with the Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan in there, and the AGL transformation Cell, that makes a lot of sense, being that Cell Max is the main villain in this movie here, and so you should see a couple of cells on these banners. So it makes a lot of sense with that. So I think this is something that could possibly happen. It looks pretty good. It looks like something that we can dive into here. But this is coming with, of course, 4 LRs. Right, and maybe I'm reaching a little bit with 4 LRs, but the last banner we had with LRGG had 4 LRs on there as well. So that's the reason why, since they're kind of leaning toward that way, this is what I'm thinking. Now, the other option would be if they were to add a banner unit. And again, it makes a lot of sense, being 10 featured, they can add a banner unit and it wouldn't really hurt the banner too much. Actually, maybe improve it having another new unit. So when you look at this, what if, of course, they removed that last LR, right, and then they put that new banner unit on here. And then for Gohan here, I just said, let's go ahead and put Pan in the spot here. And if they do a banner unit, Pan's going to be one of them for sure. So no doubt about it, Shad is a bigger part than mostly anyone else in the movie, maybe besides some of the villains that I'm going to talk about here. So we can easily see that this could be what the banner looks like. And this would be really good. I think a lot of people would be very happy about this. And being that you have Gamma 1 that you can summon for, of course, Beast Gohan, another banner unit, a couple LRs. Maybe they're going to easy A Gohan, LR Gohan, and Cell. Maybe not now, maybe in the anniversary, but those units are still going to be very good when that happens. But when you look at the Piccolo banner, I'm like, okay, if this is Pan going to be on the Gohan, how about, and a lot of people, I've seen Gotenks as the other banner option. And it makes a lot of sense. The fat Gotenks in the movie makes a lot of sense for them to actually do something like this. But you do have a couple other options. And I think, again, if Pan's going to be on the Gohan banner, then I think there might be some differences for the Piccolo banner, right? So Gotenks being one of them, I'm expecting them to maybe add a couple of extreme units, right? So we can have a Dr. Hito, but Dr. Hito might still be a super unit, right? Because he generally isn't like bad. He just started working for Red Army, right? So he was kind of duped in saying that the Z Fighters, the Capsule Corporation was the evil empire. So he still might be a super unit on there, but again, I'm expecting from them to have some sort of a villain or extreme unit involved into this celebration here. So if we're not getting Cell Max, how about do a magenta Carmine card? I think that would be fun to have. Make it just kind of foolish and interesting. Maybe an extreme support, right? Things of that nature. I can dig that. So I can see something like this happen. It could be any three of these, right? So, Fat Gotenks, Dr. Hito, or Carmine and Magenta could be banner units definitely all together. Again, I think Pan would be for sure if they do this on one of the banners. So I'm just going to put her on the Gohan banner. So this is what I would probably expect. Something like this is the expectation, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and we're not going to have banner units. I think they're going to kind of stick to the last 2 years and just have one featured main unit, even though it's 10 featured here, and it's going to look more like this. All right, so I think these two that I did here are what the banners will look like. This is my speculation. This is my guess. Now it's your turn. Guess in the comment section below, what do you think the banners are going to look like? And do you agree, disagree with my takes here? But anyway, with that, love to hear from you guys. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.